Welcome to the channel, my good people. My name is Ansumana. If this is your first time, subscribe to Ansumana Explore and make sure you hit on the like button and subscribing to the channel. I also go by another channel called Ansumana Smart Farm. Check me out there too. We do farming activities and we do a lot of things over there too, but we are more focused on maize farming and poultry farming. But for now, most of the activities taking place is purely on maize farming, and there is also another development taking place on the land, but we'll let you people know, and I'll be putting out videos there for you people to watch out really what is going on in the video, and we'll be giving you updates and letting you people know actually really what is happening on the farm. So on our smart farm, there are two things I said we're dealing with. We're dealing with the maize farm, and we're also dealing with the poultry farm. So the maize farm, basically, as I'm seeing over there, we plant maize, and we are engaged in planting maize, and other what's called corn, which is one of the staple food in Kenya. And also we know that maize is being used to produce or to make what we refer to as what? Ugali. So my good people, sit tight. This is Ansumana Smart Farm. Here we make sure things go down the way they're supposed to go. Also, don't forget, check me out on Ansumana Explore. Over there we explore different things and we look at different aspects of life, culture, food, family, and we also look at societies. We also look at traveling. We also explore what? Farming activities, which is one of my main thing that I do. And we also explore driving. So that's why on Ansumana Explore you'll be seeing me driving in different cities in America, more especially in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'll be driving and going to different places. But today, as I said, we'll be focusing on Ansumana Smart Farm to see what is going on and make sure we're letting you people understand really what is happening on Ansumana Smart Farm. So for people who don't know what Ansumana Smart Farm is, most of the time when I'm doing some of these videos, I love going over do a quick recap of what Ansumana Smart Farm is, so people can understand really what we're into and what we're doing. So Ansumana is just my name that was given to, as you heard. Smart is basically we do things here in a very smart way and also in the most efficient way by not compromising the final outcome of the product. So basically what we do there, as I said, farm basically is a place where we do the activities. The farming itself is an activity itself. The farmer is the individual who is involved in that particular activity on a piece of land or on a place that we can refer to as a farm. In other words, I can say called a noun. So my good people, as you all understand, basically that's what we do, and that's what we are presently focused on in Kenya, and that is what we are doing. Maybe you might not understand what we are doing in Kenya, and there are other things happening behind the scene which we want to let you people know what is really happening. But some of them, what we're going to be doing is, when we understand or we know it is becoming successful, we'll come out and talk about it, and we'll let you people know that these are some of the achievements we've done and these are some of the struggles. It's not easy to be in farming activities. As I always say, it's not an easy job. It's a difficult job, but when you're outside the pitch, you're not playing the game, you might think, hey, yeah, this is an easy game, we can play or we can win. But as I said, it comes with a lot of challenges, it comes with a lot of risk, it also comes with a lot of good stories. But we have to be consistent, we have to be resilient and be persistent in what we are doing. So on Ansumana Smart Farm, we're here to make sure things are going the way we thought or we think they're supposed to go. That's why we don't give up on research. We keep researching, we keep finding out, reading books, going on ebooks, reading whatever we can, going to Google, YouTube, whatever means of way we can get information for us to be able to keep our farming activities. So my good people, as I said, sit tight, take a cup of coffee, water, wherever you may find yourself, wherever you are. Yes, we're going to be bringing you great content that is going to be very satisfactory. Maybe one day you're sitting somewhere, you want to be a farmer, or maybe you're sitting somewhere, you want to invest in a smart farm, you know. So that is why we're doing our level best to make sure we put in everything in place. We put in a legal aspect, whatever it is, because, you know, we don't want to be doing something and we're having some miscellaneous effect. So basically what we're going to be involved in and what we're going to be engaging is what? Making sure every dot is dotted and every T is being crossed. So when we have any miscellaneous effect, we'll be able to deal with them the way we're supposed to. So as I said, as a smart farm, we are basically involving maize planting, and we are also involving poultry farming. But for now, most of the activities that we are doing is more centered towards doing our maize farming. So presently on the farm, maize activities are taking place. So before we do any maize activity, or before we do plant, there are a lot of processes which we have to follow, and we do our level best in line with our manager on the site, on ground, to make sure we're doing things in accordance to how we're supposed to do in terms of what? Planting maize. So basically, we want to do and make sure we're following the protocols. We also want to make sure we're following the guidelines. We also want to make sure we're following every steps of planting maize. So we'll be able to make sure we are in line with the season, and we are planting in accordance to how the planting is supposed to be done. So my good people, sit tight as I told you, as I take through this process, how it is being done and what is going to be done. So first and foremost, we already got the land which we're going to be planting. So what we're going to be doing basically on this piece of land is we're going to be planting maize, because for you to be able to do any form of farming, you should have a piece of land. Either it's being leased, either it's being borrowed, or either you learn it from somebody, or either from your uncle, wherever, how you can get it, it's up to you, but you need to have a piece of land. So for us, what we did was we did have a piece of land, and we had to lease that piece of land and make sure all the due processes are followed that is supposed to be followed. So we did lease this land, and we got the land. At the end of the day, it was like 6.5 acres, which we listed, because after doing the whole measurement, because what happened was, why is this plowing was taking place? Because plowing was supposed to be the first thing we're supposed to do after we acquired the land. So after we acquired this land and we rented it, or the land was leased to us for one season, because basically that is how we've been doing for every season until we see what is really kind of like going on. But other few things are working behind the scene to make sure we lease this land probably for the next 3, 4, 5 years, all depending on how we do the negotiation behind the scene, which we're going to let you people know, and we'll bring it out to you for you to understand. So as I said, we've got this land, we leased it, plowing is taking place. In fact, plowing has already been done. Yes, you're going to be watching that video that we're going to be putting there. Plowing has been done. So that's why we always say, check me out on Ansumana Smart Farm. Even if you're on Ansumana Explore, always make sure you come over and see, because at the end of the day, we're exploring things on Ansumana Explore. But the main thing is, coming on Ansumana Smart Farm helps you, for you, if you want to build additional wealth, if you want to build something like a side hustle that you want to be doing, or maybe you have a money just lying down and say, hey, Mr. Ansumana, we're gonna give you this money to invest in this business. All we want is what? We need some profit and the money back. You know what I mean? We're ready to do it and put our time in, work, and make sure things are being done, because one person cannot do it. So basically, as I'm saying, so we got this land, everything is in place. Now the first thing, as I said, is what? Plowing. So it's a 6.5 acre. We've already done the plowing. Now what we're going to be doing, the next thing again, is to make sure we buy the seeds. So for me, I love to how can I call it, I love to prepare ahead of time, make sure I get my budgets ready, make sure what steps needs to be taken, we put all those things in place. So basically what we have been done is for us to make sure everything is working in our favor, by the grace of God, with the blessing of the rain coming, which will be a great thing. We're praying for that. So to make sure everything is in our favor, as I said, the plowing has been done. We did plan for the plowing, and since the plowing has been done, 6.5 acre, it has been done perfectly. You're gonna be seeing it in on the video. Check Ansumana Smart Farm. You're gonna be seeing this Ansumana Explore. I talk about Ansumana Explore here. I talk about Ansumana Smart Farm, because on Ansumana Explore, we want to make sure we bring in you great content. We want to make sure we telling you what is happening on Ansumana Smart Farm. So that is why you see most of the time you see I'm talking about Ansumana Smart Farm. I always refer to people to go check me out there too and see what we're doing there and how things are unfolding and what is really going on. So on the farm, which is the maize farm, because we have two farms. We have the chicken farm, and we also have the maize farm where we're planting maize for 6.5 acre. So my good people, as I said, we did already done the plowing. Then after we done the plowing, now we're waiting for the rain to come. But as I said, I love to plan in advance. Whilst we are waiting for the rain to come, for the rain to be harvested, so what we're gonna be doing is what? We're also planning again for what? For the people who are gonna be planting. Now we already got 35 people who are gonna be planting, and all those 35 people are gonna be doing different activities. We're gonna be having some people who are gonna be digging, some people who are putting the maize, some people who are covering the maize. So so we're gonna be going through these activities, and I'm gonna be taking you every step by step, by the way, what is really happening on the maize farm. Yeah, so you get to understand. So basically these are the things that we're working on the farm to make sure things are going the way they're supposed to be going. So that is why when we come on Ansumana Smart Farm, and I also say Ansumana Explore, we're making sure we're giving you whatever you can get on Ansumana Explore, get hooked onto Ansumana Smart Farm, and over there you get to get a lot of things, a lot of information that is happening, a lot of things that is going on the farm. We bring it there. We'll not be putting videos there because of one or two things, but again, as I said, as time goes on, we put in our time to make sure some of these things are done. So also this time around, as I said, we're gonna make sure we're planting in lines, and as I said, we want to make sure you follow every details that is supposed to be followed, every process and procedures or protocol we need to follow in planting this maize, because we want to make sure we get the best yield. That's what we want to do, to make sure we're getting the best yield, because we getting the best yield will be great, because we're paying people to plant, we're paying people to plow, we also leasing the land. So at the end of the day, we want to make sure, we are able to get whatever we are spending into this business of maize farming or corn farming, because it is one of the most staple food in Kenya for sure, because people consume a lot of ugali, and when they consume a lot of ugali, most of 90% of people eating ugali is from maize. Some people do eat ugali from cassava, but again, most of the consumption of ugali is being made from what? From maize. So my good people, as I said, these are the steps we have taken. For now, we plow the land, the 6.5 acre. Secondly, we also purchase the maize. You're gonna be seeing those videos. We're gonna be putting them on Ansumana Smart Farm. Check out Ansumana Smart Farm, and you're gonna be seeing a lot of activities that is practically happening, or that is going on there on Ansumana Smart Farm. Then what again? We're also gonna make sure things are done the way they're supposed to be done. I mean, like, we want to make sure at the end of the day we are doing what is the right thing, because there are people who are watching us. Somebody want to be a farmer, he wants to be doing maize farming. So if you want to be doing all those things, then it's better and good for you to follow us on Ansumana Smart Farm and make sure things are going the right way, the way it's supposed to be going. So it's not easy. As I said, farming activities itself is not easy, it's challenging, but again, we want to do it in a more smart way and see how we can recoup money from other places and invest them on other things. So in time to come, probably we might be using some of those maize to be feeding our chicken, and hopefully maybe we might not be selling them, it will be consumed by ourselves on the poultry farm. So basically those are the things we are trying to do. But for us to be able to do, we have to test the waters, we have to see how things are working, how things are going, and from there then we'll be able to part some other few things. So as I said, my good people, subscribe to Ansumana Explore, check me out on Ansumana Smart Farm. Nice great content we are putting there too. Go watch out, a lot of good things happening on Ansumana Smart Farm. We're digging boreholes on the farm, and after the water, because as you know, on the farm, water is very, very, very important. Water is very, very paramount. So working behind the scene, we're doing a lot of things. You'll be also going to be seeing that video where we're digging water well, and we're using some bomb blast to blast some stones in the in the hole, because we'll be digging this hole for us to get water, but we get to a point where there is a stone, so we have to blast that stone. So that stone has already been blasted. But watch out, that's content on Ansumana Smart Farm. Check me out there and see what is going on. So my good people, sit tight. Let's make sure we get Ansumana Explore to 1,000 subscribers. You know, it's not easy because many things are going on which we can't talk on the camera, but by the grace of God, we're trying to see what we can do to make sure things are working the way they're supposed to be working, you know what I mean, for us, because at the end of the day, the box stuck at you. You know what I mean? You got to carry, you're not going to blame anybody, but you got to figure out how you're working on some of these things. So as I said, as Ansumana Explore, we explore farming, we explore driving, we explore food, we explore culture, we explore many things. Yes, a lot of things that we do explore. So if this is your first time, check out Ansumana Explore. There are many things you can go and see. There are many things you can watch. And don't forget, we want to make sure we're getting 1,000 subscribers. And we also want to make sure we're getting 1,000 watch hours, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure this channel is monetized. We want to make sure people are really learning from these channels. Yes, other things we're going to be bringing up to you people. As I said on Ansumana Explore, here we come and talk about a lot of activities that is going on, a lot of things that is happening on the maize farm, and also what on the poultry farm. So you see, so these are the things we're talking about. But hopefully we keep our fingers crossed. We pray that we are able to have water on the farm, because water is very crucial. You know what I mean? As a farmer, we need water. If you don't need water, or if you don't have water on the farm, it creates a big problem. Trust me, guys, we need water on the farm, because that is one of the areas I'm really emphatic on. I'm really putting pressure on my manager, Augustine Monico, who is doing a great job over there, that we're able to get water on the farm. We need to have water on the farm. If we're not getting water on the farm, it's going to create a big problem, because at the end of the day, imagine you have thousands of chicken and you're not able to provide pure, safe drinking water for them. It means we cannot even start a chicken project there if there's no water. So the first thing we have to do is what? To make sure we are having water on that premises. Yes, that's what our goal is, and that's what our plan is. We have to do whatever means, whatever ways for us to be able to have water on that premises. And we are working hard. We are working assiduously. We are putting all our energy, our efforts, our time to make sure we have water on that premises. So check out Ansumana Smart Farm. Over there, you're going to be seeing a lot of things that is happening there. And as I tell you on Ansumana Explore, we come and give you the gist about what is about to happen or what is going to happen on Ansumana Smart Farm. And we always tell you, check out there, go out there. You know what I mean? It's one of the places you want to go and really be watching something educative. You want to be watching how we doing these things. How is this guy being able to build this type of farm activities? So for now, we want to get water on the farm. Then after we get water, then our next project, we're going to be talking about what is going to be our next project on the farm that we are embarking on. Because the moment we get water on the premises, we are really trying to see how we can focus and put some perimeters right around the property. That's what we're trying to do, because for you to be able to do a poultry farm, you need to have a fence, especially if you live in a community wherein you are being surrounded by different neighbors. You don't know who likes you, who don't like you. So you want to make sure you put perimeters, and not only because of that, but you want to put perimeter because you want to make sure your birds are safe. You also want to make sure your flocks are in a very good, safe place. Nothing is disturbing them. They're not having any contact with disease from outside your fence, and other birds are not coming in. But these are things we're going to be talking on Ansumana Smart Farm. And I'm just giving you some of the gist for you to understand. After the water well, we are going to be working to see how we can put perimeters right around the structure. Because when we have perimeter right around the structure, that will kind of like also help us to debar many people coming into the premises. Yeah, so my good people, sit tight. Don't forget, subscribe to Ansumana Explore. This is Ansumana Explore, where we make sure things happen the way they're supposed to be happening, and we give you the gist on what is going to be happening on Ansumana Smart Farm. Check me out on Ansumana Smart Farm. We have Ansumana Explore, we have Ansumana Smart Farm. Yeah, so don't forget, It is what it is. We make sure things are happening, and we also we communicate with you people and let you people know what we're going to be doing and what is going on. But for now, as I said, we are presently working on a borehole on our farm. And secondly, I've talked about I've not brought the video, but check out on Ansumana Smart Farm. You'll be seeing some of those videos here. I just come and talk about things, and I'm expecting people, you know what I mean, to check out on Ansumana Smart Farm. Then you see the actual videos of what is happening. So on Ansumana Explore, here we come, we talk, and I'll let you people understand what is happening on Ansumana Smart Farm. Then after that, you go to Ansumana Smart Farm, you watch this video. So if you go on Ansumana Smart Farm, we're going to be showing you when the burning process is taking place on the maize farm. We're also going to be showing you digging of the borehole. We're also going to be showing you how these bricks are going to be made. We're also going to be showing you what these bricks are going to be used for. Are we using the mud bricks for the fence, or are we using the concrete bricks for the fence? So these are all things which we're going to be talking about on Ansumana Smart Farm. So if you get there, you get to understand and see a lot of things, because we're going to be bringing you videos. We're going to be showing you real life situations, what is really happening on the farm. On Ansumana Explore, we come, we talk. I explain to you, I tell you this is what is happening. Check me out on Ansumana Smart Farm. Then you see everything we're talking about is happening straight on, head on Ansumana Smart Farm. So that's why when we come on this platform, we come here, we want to make sure we're not only talking, but we also make sure we bring in educational materials to you people. What you need to do when you have a land, the first thing you need to have is to make sure you have a water. So we bring some of these things, we talk about it, but when you really come on Ansumana Smart Farm, over there, we basically talk about farming activities. We talk about farming activity. That is our specialization, and that is what I am embarking, because I want to be food self-sufficient. Yes, I want to make sure I'm not buying food in the market. I want to make sure what I'm eating, I'm able to produce for myself or provide for myself, or I'm able to plant it for myself in a most organic way. You know what I mean? Not the GMO way. So my good people, as I always tell you, come to Ansumana Smart Farm. Over there, you're going to be learning a lot of things. Over there, you're going to be experiencing many things. So that is why when we come on Ansumana Explore, I always say, on Ansumana Explore, I explore different things. Sometimes you might see me traveling. Sometimes you might see me on the farm. Sometimes you might see me driving. Sometimes you might see me eating food. Sometimes you might see me doing just exploring cities, or going to different places. So you see, and very soon, by the grace of God, I'm working on some few things. We'll start going live when I'm doing my driving. But for now, I cannot do it because of the nature of my job and what I'm doing. I want to make sure, you know what I mean, I also keep people's privacy private, and make sure what I want to do going live is not interfering with my job activities and how I can do it, because some of these things is about you being able to put mechanisms in place so that it does not affect your job or your primary job that you are doing. So that's why most times I say, for me, I do YouTube for fun, but in as much as I do YouTube for fun, I also want to make sure we are putting great and nice educative content out there for people to watch and for people to learn from. So my good people, sit tight, enjoy this content, enjoy this video. We have to make sure we bring all these things to you. We here to make sure. That is why on Ansumana Explore, most of the times you're going to be seeing me talking about culture. You're going to be seeing me talking about farming. You're going to be sometimes seeing me talking about traveling, because I will be traveling. I might be traveling very soon again. And when I'm traveling, I'm going to show you my experience, how those farming how those travelings are done. You know, traveling, sometimes I tell people it's not easy. It's one of the things which is, it's fun, but again, it's expensive, and again, sometimes it's challenging. You know what I mean? It's challenging. But some people don't get to understand it, because if you have not traveled for the first time, you always have that eagerness that, hey, I want to travel, I want to go to this place, I want to do this, I want to do that, all those things. But at the end of the day, when you get to do it for the first time, you see how much it really involves, and the physical side of it, that you really get to understand the preparation side of it. Because for you to travel, you need to plan. Yeah, for you to plan. So that's one thing, the area again I'm going to be talking about. What are the things people need to know when you want to travel? If you want to travel, what are the things you need to know when you decide to travel, or whether it's your first time traveling, it's your second time, or you've been a traveler for a very long time. There are basic things which you need to understand. There are basic things when you're traveling you need to grasp. There are basic things when you're traveling. Some of those things needs to be by your side. Yeah. So when that time comes, we're gonna be talking about it. But as I said, here we explore and talk about different things. Sometimes I just come and give the gist, I give the vibes about things. So as I said, for me, I'm a content creator, but to be more specific, I'm a farmer. I'm a farmer, yes, a legit farmer, engaged in farming activities, and which at the end of the day is one of the wealth I'm trying to build. It's one of the, how can I call it, another income I'm trying to build. We are in, at the end of the day, I don't only have to depend on me working 8-hour shift or 16-hour shift or 24-hour shift. I want to make sure I have built an income, which I normally do refers to as passive income, which are, these are things we're going to be talking about. Because for you to be a farmer, and on Ansumana Explore, exploring farming activity, because I'm exploring farming activities, I'm getting into farming. I've been doing farming when I was a young boy, not on a large scale, not on a scale wherein I want to take it to be like a business, not on a scale wherein I say, hey, no, I want to be making thousands of dollars from this business I'm doing. So if I'm thinking about those things, what I need to do is what? For me to be able to what? To plan well. But how am I going to be able to plan? That's why I said these are all things Ansumana Explore is going to be exploring. So you get to know really what we're talking about. For me, I see farming as a way. I can't lie to anybody. I see farming as a way of making money. I also see, even though for me farming is a passion, but I also look at it like it's a way for me to be able to make money. It's also a way for me to be able to build wealth. It's also a way for me to be able to use it as a passive income. It's also a way for me to look at it and say, I'll be able to use farming for me to be food self-sufficient. Farming can be the best thing. I'll be able to plant everything I need to eat on my premises. So these are the things. That is why most times I say, no, in time to come, by the grace of God, we just quit the rat race in America, go back wherever we think we can, and we can be doing these farming activities, and we know it's going to be successful. And we also know it's going to help the community. It's going to help the people who we are all living in the same community. It's going to create jobs for them. Because if I want to explore farming and I want to do it as a business, then it means that what? I'm putting money into this business. I have to make sure I get my money back. And I also have to make sure I get a little bit of some profit, because as a businessman that does business, whether it be a small scale or large scale, your primary focus is what? For you to make a profit from that business you're doing. So as I said, as one explore, we're going to be exploring many things, talking about different things, and we're going to be giving you good, nice content and putting out things there that you can learn from, because we don't only want you to come on Ansumana Smart Farm or come on Ansumana Explore, you're not learning anything. At least you should be able, or you must learn at least 1 or 2, 3 things that is going to be beneficial to you, which we know if you want to invest or you want to engage in something, you might look back and say, oh, Mr. Ansumana Explore, Ansumana Smart Farm said some few things which are some good, nice words, some good, nice vibes that I need to take into consideration. So on Ansumana Explore, we explore different things. We explore food, culture, communities. If you check me out, you can see many things of such nature. So my good people, sit tight. We're going to be bringing you a lot of content, guys. It's just, as I said, we're doing the pole step by step, you know, and especially like people like us, we got many things running behind the scene which we cannot talk about. We have to make sure those things are taken care of. We have to make sure those things are working the way they're supposed to be working. So that is why when we come on Ansumana Explore, we want to make sure we're giving you the full gist of what is happening. As I told you, latest development, yeah, we're digging a borehole in the premises. When we have water, that video is coming. Check out on Ansumana Smart and you will see it. And also, we're also going to be showing you how we're doing the blasting of stone, because we already dig up to 19 to 20 feet, but we met a very big stone. So that blasting is going to be doing has already been done. Watch out for that video, which we're going to be bringing out to you on Ansumana Smart Farm. My good people, that's all I got for you today. And you see my dark glasses, it means today I want to make sure we're bringing you some nice things, and we want to make sure we're changing some few things on our videos, and also changing some few things. But again, as I always say, the most important thing, you know what I mean, it's not the video, it's about the sound that you are getting. It's about the voice. Is it clear? Yes. Are you getting message from whatever we are saying? You know what I mean? So those are the things that we are looking at, because the video doesn't matter. What really matters is what? Is the sound audible? Is it clear? Are you getting what we're saying? That is the most important thing. Are we transmitting the actual information that we're supposed to transmit to you people? So you see, so these are the things that we are talking about, because at the end of the day, you coming on Ansumana Explore or coming on Ansumana Smart Farm, as we said, or as I said, you know what I mean, it's for us to be able to learn. For every channel I watch, I try to make sure I'm learning something. That's what I try to do. I grab something from there. So my good people, sit tight. This is Ansumana Explore. Here we make sure things are happening the way they're supposed to be happening. And we also make sure we are doing things the way it's supposed to be done, in accordance to how Ansumana Explore is supposed to be followed. Don't forget, check me out on Ansumana Smart Farm. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share the channel, and make sure we get in Ansumana to thousand subscribers. If you don't know, you better know. We coming big, we coming strong. We are like a movie train. Nobody's gonna stop us. We know there are challenges. We know it's not easy, but again, no pain, no gain. You know what I mean? We're gonna fall many times, but that doesn't mean we're gonna be on the ground. No, we're gonna get up and keep fighting back and moving forward. So my good people, check me on Ansumana Smart Farm. Check me on Ansumana Explore. This is Ansumana Explore. If this is your first time, subscribe to the channel and tell your friend to tell your friend, because they say what? Sharing is what is caring. Sharing is what is caring. Don't forget, hit that like button. Remember to hit the like button, share the video, watch from start to end. Don't just watch a little bit of clip, guys. Please, we're talking to you people. We're appealing to you people to keep watching this video, because we need watch hours, and we also need to be monetized. For Ansumana Explore to be monetized, and for us to start seeing certain things happening, guys, we have to put in what we need to put in to make sure this channel is being monetized. And as much as I'm also doing my own level best to make sure we're bringing you nice, delicious content so you people can watch and also learn from. Don't forget, subscribe to Ansumana Explore and check me out on Ansumana Smart Farm. So as I've said, those are the things that we are embarking on. A quick recap on Ansumana Explore, I did talk about what farming activities. We engage in maize farming. We also engage in poultry farming. For the poultry farming, we're already putting up some structures. I know I've not posting that video on Ansumana Smart Farm, how the structure was done. We got some videos, but there are a few things happening behind the scene, so that it's preventing us from not putting that video there. But we'll let you know whatever is happening on the farm. In some videos, you might see some of this. You might see the structure and see what is happening there. So as I said, hit the like button, subscribe to Ansumana Explore, and make sure we get Ansumana Explore to thousand subscribers. Don't forget, also check me out on Ansumana Smart Farm, guys. Yeah, we're doing marvelous things there, great videos there. And today we're going to be putting a video on the farm over there of what is happening. Yes, guys, don't forget, check us out there. We are doing great things. We know it's not easy, but we're going to be doing what we can do to make sure things are going the way, you know what I mean, we're supposed to be doing it. So that's it, what we have for today. Stay tuned. Bye.